Hello. We all are welcome. We all know we have it's a lot of activities here. We are going to organize it first. First, you are all welcome. You know, it's something weird about this is that some of you are not even doing accidents. I'm seeing Akumba University students, OAU students, and some other universities. We make it here. It's really great to see you guys here. Actually, we wanted to invite more, especially from the northern region, but we had issues with security. You know how security things are. And unfortunately, RETU is not rich enough to sponsor flights, trip of each invited persons. We could only fund travel for pilot, and it was very dangerous actually because based on advice, we had to terminate the plan to invite them. Because right now, you should have seen people from and Sokoto and other universities in the north. But I'm expecting somebody, I won't mention the person until the person comes. So I'm hoping that that one person can make it there. It will make it complete. That's like from the north, southwest, and southeast. We are all complete. It's great. I want you guys to see this program like, okay, we are the chief or the people who is inviting you. This event is for you. You are the one who is the host. You are the one who is the guest. You understand? So don't see it as the reason I'm saying this is that as I'm speaking like this, I can just give the mind to everybody I'm wanting to say, come and tell us how you feel or what you have to say. That's how free I want this event to be. So don't see anybody, there's no superiority. We are all university, Nigerian economics students. Some are not economics, but we are all related to social sciences. Okay? So please, we are very, very happy to see your face. Very happy that you don't know the joy that's giving us, because we've been planning this for quite a long time, and we've been having many issues, especially these same security issues, to see people postpone. We're waiting till everything is calm and the country reaches peaceful before you can execute this kind of event. But it was like we were going to wait forever because the election period now makes it worse. I got a broadcast about something happening in Nigeria, which was not really okay for us to say, okay, let us bring our people from there. But you all have been engaging with us, especially on WhatsApp platform. And this event is a multitude of activities and there's diversity because you can decide that, okay, this is how you want to make an impact, or this is how you want to contribute. Okay, so there's no rigid specification on what you have to say or what you have to do. See this place like a family, because every job here they are registered under our platform. So we are all RETU members. So don't see somebody beside you like, I don't know before, don't talk to me. That person is your fellow RETU member. So, and we want also biggest to network. Because one of the great things in business and life is about network. We can exchange numbers, we can message each other because you just don't know. You just don't know that there will come a time when you need to travel to that particular spot maybe for a week. You say, okay, I have a friend. You don't know. You say, I have a friend. Like me now, I've networked so much that every state in this country, including the places where I work at, I have friends that if I land there and I call them, hello, I'm in your state, so you'll be so be ready to invite. So that's the kind of interaction we want. We want to use to network, exchange numbers. Usually can say, yes, I have somebody in schools, I have somebody in schools, also economics or also social science. You get it? That's networking to, it's not our own benefits, it's your own benefits. To help you a lot, because even after school, if you need connection to somebody who knows somebody, that person might just be same person right beside you. Just like same person right beside you. So be free, okay? Free to exchange contact and talk to fellow fellow okay. We apologize that we started this time. Normally, you already know the Nigerian time is always different from the actual clock. So, but that's not an excuse anyways. But as it is, because of traffic and other things, we have to strategically make a delay so that everybody can gather together. We are still expecting something. Hopefully, they're limited. We have to go on as it is this stage. So, my own name is Shemadiya. Many of you don't know who I am. Okay, I'm just your age representative. This is a Bolaji. It's also one of the age representatives. That lady that walked in was in there. So one of the age representatives. We are expecting other representatives who are also carrying out assignments currently for you guys. They are coming here. It's one dealing with the logistics, it's one coming here, also working out some issues. So don't be lonely or don't feel lonely that even the people organizing it and all, they are all busy right now doing something to make this work. So, the first session, this program is divided into four sections. The first one, we'll be having a discussion. Okay? I believe this, you have one or two information that you picked up about the discussion that you selected. So, the idea is this. I don't know, I believe most of you must have seen, because we are all Nigerians, you must have seen places where people, very sometimes, they will be ridiculous. I don't know how you find it in one aspect. To me, sometimes ridiculous. Very early in the morning, around 5, 6, 8, you see some group of men arguing sports. I'm serious. Arguing sports. Like, this is what I came for. Sometimes they won't fight, but they are not going to fight. Okay? They just argue and discuss sports. Messi and once you bring up some form of controversial statements everywhere, because then you say, who talk that one? Who talk that thing? You hear it, and before you know it, but the form in it is not about their own, but for the fact that they can express themselves with a fellow human being to say, this is what I think. Reason with me. How do you see it? Okay? Now, that is the main point of the discussion. We want you guys to express yourself. Okay, about social topic. These are the things that are happening currently. If you have questions, you raise questions. If you have an idea to the current Nigerian solution, economic solution, you know the economic solution, it's psychologists. So, express yourself. If you just say, this is what I think about this. Because, yeah, you are going to ask for your opinions. Alright? Ask you, what do you think about this? As a woman, as a man, if you were in this person's shoe, what would you have done? As it is right now, because you say this news that, okay, I don't know, on my own, because the way you structure your feeds will determine the kinds of news you get. But for my own feeds, the same news and what is trending now is the exchange rates. Naira have exploded. They put Google on that exploded. And I don't know, maybe that's what you also get to the but I was reading, this morning, I didn't check the house because I was busy. I didn't check the source that Naira is eating 800 Naira. And I was like, this one now is another topic of it. So, just that these are economic issues. No matter how funny they are, the economic issues, because you and I spend there on a daily basis. Okay? So, if there is exploding, then it is affecting you and I. Alright? So, that is exactly the point of the discussion. No matter, even if it is not your preferred, that discussion is one way or the other, it links to your lifestyle and how you structure your life if you are living in this country. Alright? So, there's nobody who is your senior or you talk respectfully. Okay? Everybody here deserves respect. And as everybody deserves respect, it's no foul language. Don't say, what you said is a lie, a liar. Okay. Instead of that, better ways you can put it like, okay, I think what you said is fine. But I got a source which says a different thing and says so and so. Okay? Yeah, better ways you can. So no foul, no, if I punch you right there, what are you saying? Something like that. Let's take it. Because I know guys, I didn't intentionally put Ronaldo as other sports issues in the topic of defense. People will fool you now. Because guys that like sports, they'll say, they're talking about how fun, public very we want to talk about the economic issues that Nigeria is facing and how we can. You see, you will learn from your colleagues here during the discussion. Because sometimes I feel like even if you are an expert in your particular field, there's always that tiny little information hiding somewhere that you don't know. Okay, so open your mind to learn from your colleagues as well. Don't say, let me keep quiet and we also want you to teach us what you know. I don't know anything now. If you don't know anything, ask questions. Okay? Ask questions. That thing you see you don't know, but you are curious about, ask. Okay? Somebody in your group can have the right answer. Okay? And even after this, you can go on to make further what you have discussed or what somebody said. Alright, so there's no fact or false statement here. We just want to hear what other people from other sources or from other locations or having different perspectives on the same thing. Alright? So right now what we're going to do, without wasting our time, don't worry, there's enough time. The time we put in the agenda that you see on our website is longer than what we plan, but we have to make it longer just in case, because we want this event to be very flexible, which means that as it is right now, we can decide to say, okay, we want to first invite all the beautiful ladies here, which is not part of our agenda, but because it is flexible, we can decide to switch it, but it will still be in accordance to the structure of the agreement. Alright? So what we're doing now is the groups that we selected, we are going to call out those groups and we are going to gather together at one spot so that we'll be able to rearrange the tables and the chairs so that everybody can have a round table and you guys can begin conversation. So we are going to have one of them will be any of them. Don't forget, there is nobody who is organizing. There is one organizing it and then one with the attendance. You get it? So you the one responsible to make sure that this event works as we planned. Alright? So one of them is volunteer to do a audio record of the discussion that we have, so that now we will have it in an archive that we can, when our groups gather together and spoke about the stuff. These were the points, because those things we are going to listen to them and pick out the ideas and points that you have made. Alright, so that we will use it to structure on the kinds of events we'll be having afterwards. That's why we say this event is about forging ahead for growth. We are tired of we suggesting the kinds of events that students will have. We want to hear from you guys this time around, but I will pick solid things from your own ideas and organize events for the betterment of our economy. Alright? So, I hope everyone is fine. One thing before I forget, please, if you need to use the ladies audit, that's space is available. There's some things provided to engage the please feel free to call me or any other representative. I'm available. Alright? So, the first discussion will be
Alright, thank you. So we have 5 discussion groups in our itinerary, and the first one is environmental degradation in Nigeria, consequences and action. So we have those that are part of that group. Alright, and we move here. Then the second one is debt, loans, and inflation in Nigeria. So we'll talk about how many items. Let's see, 5, the first 3. The economics of sport betting in Nigeria. Let's take it. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and stablecoins. We have cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and stablecoins. Last year. It comes to sport betting. And The last one is fashion, music, and film. What economists are missing. Do we have? Oh, okay, nice. So we will. So this is crypto. I said cryptocurrency. Then fashion, music, and film. The last one. Okay, so let's just confirm environmental development, debt loss and inflation, sport betting, cryptocurrencies, fashion. I think we only have one more person for fashion, right?
I don't mind, I can bring another.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Hi everyone, can you hear me? Very quickly before we start the presentation, just so that it's not like a very tight place. And in the next 2 minutes, can you just get to know 3 people in your group? So know their names, know the school or what they do. I want 5 things. I'm going to call you randomly and you're going to tell me like 5 things about that person. So you're meeting 3 people and remembering 5 things about that person. You can leave your group if you're not to 3. Are you okay with it? You can close up now, close up. 2 minutes. So in 10, I'll give you 3 minutes. 10, 44. Don't lie. Don't can say the rest of it is black so that you can never lie. You can ask them if they are same group.
Sorry to interrupt the discussion. So, please, do we have one person from each group recording the session, please? Audio recording of the interactions and discussions.
Can I have two?
Can I have two?
The resource just which is naturally endowed with the stock of resources including oil, natural gas, coal, minerals, bitumen, gold, iron ore, limestone. According to the way to
I feel joining those
rent on
going to be very difficult.
Meanwhile,
Because
study by
and loads
Sequoia shows that total natural resources rent and the
for now,
government
it's all I have.
source-rich African countries, of which
You can't buy something 15 naira.
so due to that we have an algorithm which actually stems from the stochastic impact by regression population which was the one developed by Rosa 1994. Although there are some let's say well, area that US enemies, we have this one, we have this one, cannot live there. For example, you use the best level of the general consider environment. So you understand, if you are if your business been able to develop that, development is better than someone that is enabling to contribute. For example, look at the carbon tax policy in 2019. We haven't seen any impact of it. We haven't seen it. What should we do? What should we not start anything? Because it's something as if the northern part of Nigeria and the southern part of
we have the state, we have the state plan, we have the national plan. Instead, we want to you know that, okay, whatever plan, whatever insurance that you are using, so all of this policy are commensurate to the resources that are that's one leadership. Yes. So these are with those how I can see that you all are enjoying the session. It's paying me so much that I have to stop. Please, I have to stop the session so that we can move on to other things we have on. It's very painful because I want to join the conversation, but my work will not allow me. They need to talk, say what happened, but it's very lovely, yes, to see that you all are enjoying your conversations. I really, really value it. So right now, without wasting any of time, just going to do a random selection just to give us a summary of what you have discussed. Just to somebody, you can select among yourself, you do a vote. It's somebody. It should be long for me to two for me too. Yes. So two and I hope everybody says something. No.
You can stay.
There must be a lady. No.
So you say your name, school, the topic of discussion, your name, school, topic of discussion.
I'm with the I said my name is Giant from the Department of Economics, University of Penultimate. Okay, so we discussed my course. I have amazing people here. They are wonderful. You can't exhaust it. Okay, so talk about loan, talk about inflation, we talk about debt. Then I've seen that there is a correlation between inflation, loan and debt. Okay, so I've only seen people talking about the negative side of inflation, debt, and loan, but today my picture about that will change fast. And also, I like the thing here because most times people tend to be problem analysts, okay? But this was our solutions provider. We've seen how to dig deep on how to curb inflation using both the fiscal and monetary policy. We've seen how the CBN governor is trying to
solve the problem, but it's adding what do you call it now? Fuel to the fire. I'm not. I didn't ask for anything. So we've seen that beyond quantitative data released by CEDAR, National Gathering statistics, beyond things given out, we've seen that there are also some quantitative data, let me say things that we can't put in numbers. For example, talk about deficient institutions, talk about structure, talk about policies, talk about putting down, instead of using it top to bottom approach, let's not bottom left approach. Starting from communities building, starting from the orientation, even things that cause inflation, all this sometimes they are not actually what it actually is. They are sometimes caused by speculation. And also, my dad said the issue of inflation is not even demand side, it's even the supply side. Okay, now, so I think that's all for us. Thank you.
No need. Feel free, don't come on.
He has said
Excuse me, please.
almost everything we have discussed. Yeah, okay, I'm from Federal University and Natural State. We discussed at length, even though we still had short time, about debt, loan, and inflation. We're also saying, inflation in Nigeria. You're wondering why a normal market woman is increasing price when she hears that dollar has increased. It's because we depend more on imports. So she has to also increase her price so that she can be able to buy other things that she needs, maybe pay school fees and all. And then talking about Nigerian debt problem, we find out that are they really borrowing for the right reasons? What are they borrowing for? I think Nigeria needs to borrow for the right reasons. So basically, Nifemi has said most of the things we discussed to just be like I'm repeating the same thing he has said. Thank you.
Yeah.
Debt, loan, and inflation.
This is so, there's something interesting about this topic. How important it is. We are yet to realize in this country what is happening to our natural resources. So I'm hoping to gain the lots of massive money. So you guys are doing but I'm hoping to get something. Okay, who is your
Yeah, good morning everyone. My name is Jamiu. A master's student from Nigerian University of Education. So, just like Michelle mentioned, environmental degradation is a focal issue in Nigeria because of just one reason, and that's because we have a lot of resources at our disposal. But the inability to manage the resources has been a major problem to the reason why we are facing natural resources. And I actually questioned myself the day I saw the topic, and I was like, environmental degradation. How is that? This is actually a big problem. But does that mean that when we have natural resources, we also have a sustainable environment? And that's what brought about the question that does Nigeria have the best of both worlds? That is, the best of having abundant natural resources as well as having a sustainable environment. So during an empirical study, what we are able to achieve is that, although some studies have actually examined what it means, what impact natural resources have on the environment, we're able to see that from specific resources angle, covering the likes of gas, natural oil, coal as well as mineral resources, we're able to see that they actually have significant impact on the environment. And the impact is actually adverse impact, meaning that increased use of oil, the increased use of gas, the increased use of coal affects the Nigerian economy. Although we're able to see that at higher level of mineral resources, the Nigerian economy, the environment may be sustainable because we have a negative impact of mineral resources on the environment. And that's a question the question now is that we already know the causes of environmental degradation from resources point. Do we understand? Then the question is that how do we implement these policies? How do we suggest solutions to actually solve this problem? We said one. The African Union developed a sort of agenda which is called the African Agenda 2063. So what the agenda focus on is to develop the previously defined Sustainable Development Goals by the United Nations and fit it into the African context setting. So by that, they were able to identify different issues that African countries face. And the Goal 7 actually talk about how a country can maintain a sustainable city and community and the use of clean energy to drive our day-to-day activities. I hope we flow in. So we also want to believe that increased foreign direct investment inflow through green energy will also be a positive solution to reducing environmental degradation in Nigeria. Also, the Carbon Tax Act of 2019, which is yet to be implemented, if it is being implemented, will also act as a solution to curtail the level of emission we experience in Nigeria. Because if individuals are being taxed on the level of emission they generate, then we will experience a significant reduction in the level of carbon emission that individuals generate through their day-by-day activity. I hope you are following. And another one we suggested is that the final note is that although I have my colleague here who is still going to progress on the solution, so see you.
So when we're covering the environmental degradation, we look at we talk mostly about air pollution, we talk about CO2 emission, we covered deforestation, we covered water pollution, we covered waste management. We covered waste management, we covered land deforestation, we covered a lot of areas of environmental degradation. So we talked about micro and macro perspective. But most of what we're talking about was macro perspective. Okay, we covered the micro and macro perspective. We covered mostly the macro perspective. And now that we as individuals can contribute towards reducing degradation. And just analyze. Yeah.
Somebody else wants to say something?
I think someone has a question to ask. Someone wanted to ask a question, I think.
To cover all of us.
My name is JOBOWU from CEDAR. So, environmental degradation is just about depletion of resources, and we know this is affecting the economy. So, the depletion of resources has great impact on the economy. So, we discussed the impact, the effect, the consequences, and how we can manage a sustainable environment and my colleagues there have discussed most of what we discussed, so thank you.
Yeah. Now going to this group, topic is
Sports betting.
sports betting. So I think there's just one. Should we start from our main sports? Or not?
No, you can't.
My name is Olaf.
Yeah.
My name is Olaf. I'm trying to talk about the University of Lagos. So our topic was the economics of sports betting. So we know sports betting has become very common in Nigeria. A lot of people engage in sports betting. I think according to statistics, about 60 million Nigerians between age 18 to 65. So we discussed the impact of this, both the negative and the positive impact, and also discussed the role of government in regulating the sports betting industry, not just regulating, but how the government can also gain revenue from this industry. So we made reference to other countries. I think Croatia, they were able to get 19% revenue from the industry. I don't know the revenue Nigeria government gets from the industry is up to that, but I don't think it's that much. So we were able to look at the possibility of increasing the revenue from that industry. I think there was a time the government wanted to implement VAT, a 7.5% VAT. I think it's a good idea because it will be both a source of revenue to the government and also curb the negative effects of sports betting. Also, government investment in technology can also serve as a source of revenue for the government, because I think mainly now the sports betting industry uses foreign technology and software. So also the government pays attention to that. Also, due to that sports betting has become very common, it's important for the government to pay attention to regulating it, a stronger regulatory body, and also enlightenment and educating people of the negative effects of sport betting. So government should not be only interested in the positive aspect, that is the revenue that they have to get, but also the negative aspect and the social effects, the effect on the social life of the citizens. Thank you.
Well, my name is Victor Norris from University. We actually didn't discuss much on sports betting, but because we know that sports betting is very, very, very common in Nigeria, most especially in Lagos State, and specifically for the people in the trenches. So you know that there are so many betting platforms in Nigeria, and it will be very, 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 very hard to actually cover sports betting in this nation, because we look into UK aspect and we notice that we don't actually 4 or 5 major betting platforms in UK. That is one is Bet 360, Bet Victor, and some other betting platforms like that. But we came to Nigeria and we started hearing names like Winners Wedding Bets, Bet Farm, Sports Bets, Bet Nigeria. All of them are into one system, but one is Bet is not Nigeria based system. Naira Bet. Yeah, Naira Bet and everything. You understand? Because majorly sports betting in Nigeria is focused into football. But sports betting in general is way beyond football. We have basketball, we have tennis, but because of the way football lovers are much in this nation, everybody thinks probably football, all about sports betting. Yeah. So they even brought this because he was like, he doesn't understand how you place a bet on a platform and your result comes in 3 minutes. That's what they call virtual.
Yeah, because
I was like, this is actually a fix. Like they shuffle the result and everything. Like, how do you expect someone to predict what the computer really has programmed itself? Like, people just go in there. Okay, I gave an instance of me. Like, I went to some Sundays ago, and I went to the betting shop to charge my phone. But I was like, I can't just go there and charge only. Now let me just see what I can do. I actually stopped the virtual a long time ago because I was advised to stop. So I just let the guy on the system that, guy, just take this 100 now, play any game in your mind. And he played 2,000 for it, enter. I told him, I just take this bartender and give me the rest. So when I was about to do it, the guy said, Alpha, who will do that one? I gave him, the thing is to come. I just back out easily. I left because if you check it, okay, you can just go into any betting this and sit down and do your statistics very well. People will come, they will come and they will win. You win the first time, you win the second time. Self-discipline, just carry yourself and go. You won't sleep. The third one, you win them, you will still say, no, I can still win. And they keep on betting. And you will check it, they are going into loss. And when I check it that this betting, this thing is like a get rich kind of something. We distributed it into two. The rich kind of betting and the poor kind of betting. The rich people don't go for many balls like we do. Because we look for 20 hours, 50 hours, and just 100 naira. Thinking 100 naira will give you like 5 million. But if you look at the rich people kind of betting, you just go for like 2 or 3 hours. 2.5 million. Some people put 50,000, 100,000. And some people put 2 million. And if they come, but you just go to a viewing center and see somebody come in front of the television carry a long list. Like, some people come borrow your phone, this life course. So you understand, you can't really call, but when you want to call betting online, you know everybody that bets online. Some people actually bet physical. And the only way you can do it physical for me is like, you know that in this street you have about 5 betting shops. Place an official in each of the 5 there, you know that yes, this place is becoming common. You don't also go back home. You understand? You are betting too much. All those kind of things. That's the way you can copy. And one thing I noticed is that betting actually is one of the things that you can't easily get accused of. Imagine me, okay, I said, okay, if I have a business account, and you know business account, the maximum this is 300 or 500,000. And I pay Nigeria and I make 10.5 million. I know there's something they impose now. Anybody that 10 million enter into your account, the bank, and then EFCC approaches me that how did 10 million? I won't tell them much. I don't tell them, check the narration of how the money came. So if you are seeing Bet Nigeria, I don't understand how you gonna be telling me how did you do Bet Nigeria? I don't tell you that I played the bet and I won. And that is just one of the easiest ways. That's why betting is good. In another aspect, but betting is actually so many things to talk of, because betting is actually not a spirit, according to what she said. She said betting takes self-discipline. And because once you keep betting, you win, you lose. But I will tell you that the more you lose, the more you lose, the higher the more you win. So to bet, I guess you should bet this kind of betting, not having to focus on 100 or 20 or even all these officials on Twitter, most especially Amber. You know, all these people they don't give you the betting slip or what they lose. They only give you the one that they win. And that is what like influences other people to go into sports betting. I've been into that before. I gave an instance. Somebody, when I was preparing my system, the guy just came, check my system, check my record. I don't have any record of losing game. Even my platform, everybody are winning. I said there's no problem. They add me to it. You don't even need to pay money to enter. All you need to do is just subscribe for him weekly or monthly. But I told you I can't subscribe until I see RETU. He said, no problem. The first game he gave, I have 2,000 naira left in my account. He did not even say, he just said, stake guys. And me, I carried the whole 2,000 from Pampi to sporting bets. I staked though. And 2,000 was to give me about 6,000 naira or so. So 2 games has gone, just remaining just 1 game. And as at 2, the game was either home win or draw, and it was 2-0. The way was in 80 minutes. I just went to message this guy that Alpha, see you. The guy was still telling me that the game is not over yet. I said no. 86 minutes, 2-1. I said no, the guy go. And that's all. Then I gave them 4 minutes extra. 90 plus 3, 2-1. I was like, guy, this is my last card. And the guy was like, then I sent me a voice note. He was like, you know, everything in this line is really sweet. I was like, I don't understand. So that was it. He was like, you just give me a free benefit. You don't need to. Free benefit, you don't need to stay high. So that just takes self-discipline to venture into, like, to go into sports betting. And I guess what we discussed.
Now, very interesting. Yeah, you see, I love listening to you forever, to be sincere, but we have other things we have to do, which are also fun also. Okay, so don't feel like you want to end the fun, we are moving to better one. Thank you for the time and the contributions. Okay. During the break, we'll be taking the recordings and as well. Also have some questions to yourself. And then we got from just this environmental remediation, about balancing out the 2 sides of it, which is having resources and also ensuring it's sustainable. Okay, and the debt and inflation, which affects everybody, but that's why you see also putting the on a daily basis, you just go to the same store and going to find out what you used to buy for a particular price is no more available at that price. So you have to pay higher, and you have a budget. And especially we think how it affects people with fixed salary. Okay, how are they people from January up to now? You see very, very substantial increase in inflation rate. So it's a big issue. It's a big issue. And of course, the solutions that you have recommended, and of course, I hope they won't look for us. Okay, it should look for you, right? But we have to be realistic. Okay, either way, we have to be realistic because if you are in charge of solving a particular problem, and you have no job to solve that problem, and that problem is not solvable, then people will question your work. So that's really interesting. We have administrators in the country who are in charge of these things, and we are expecting them. We don't know the arithmetic behind it, but you say you are fit for the job. That's why you are doing, and we expect you to deliver. That's just the simple message. All the demand you see on the streets, that's the simple message they're saying. They don't know the arithmetic, they don't know what it is to study in school or how it is. If you are in that position, you have already sent an impression that you are capable of solving that problem. And if you are able to solve that problem, definitely you will choose. On a normal level, expect people, including those who are not as educated as you are, to question what you are doing. Okay? So, and then the sport betting is very, very interesting. The guy has both ways, besides from knowledge, he has experience to share. Okay, and one thing they point out, I cited out, mentioned that the algorithm behind the interface, okay, the person embedded on the computer which is responding is not transparent, which means the people who are doing, who are owners of this business, they have not done enough to make their role transparent. So people will know that, okay, this is purely the way it is. If I lose, it is pure loss, and if I win, it is pure win. Not that some computer is trying to cheat me. Alright? So that, I think, is a solid message to it. And also you mentioned that there is more, which is actually innovative idea, that there's more to betting than just football. So you can see this is the essence of this discussion group, which is those kind of innovative ideas. So points you may not be able to think of them until you are in this kind of discussion. Because being in this kind of discussion, when somebody mentions something, can make you think further and bring out your own ideas or what you think. Okay, so I'm really happy that you all are here and participate actively. You all should please clap for yourself. So right now, we'll be having a break and then start on we are going to move to the question. Alright, so enjoy.
Should I pause?
Because like the way it is very and you have to call it.
So, we are confident that our trust will still remain. That we should use what the good thing there is that you don't have to keep that average. Right? That average, you don't have to keep it and average formula. So, to make it easy,
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
now, this reference that we have is
That's about yes. Now, what did you take it as? Now, this one I want to give you now.
We need to also do it and say, okay, average we wanted to keep always remain that's that's comparative and progress and absolute reference. If you want to keep reference to this fixed, or do you want it to move? There is also mixed, where you can make parts of that reference and parts of that reference.
The work that
will not cover that.
But because all this information,
So
they
that will just
they do it.
the basic information. Right. The next thing I will do is
$1,000.
and
They give it. They follow up this
the
reference.
reason why I included formatting as part of
This is straightforward.
sometimes maybe you get the spreadsheet
Yes.
someone or it's down to
Because when I saw it, I said, this thing will go back. I don't understand.
then to have a value
Data
the actual value of that service, you can make each state work. For example,
what of that?
as a basic example, many times you see numbers and then you see a comma.
Now,
It's like as part of
W,
to separate the values.
Now,
You see
that
a
one.
dot. Now, inside
Yeah,
the
sure,
cell,
that you
comma
get
and dot
it.
apply format
Somebody-
Excel.
that
There is only one place where every formatting option is available. Now, if you go over to the home tab, right, all of these are referred to as tabs. You go to the home tab and you go in this font group is where you have every kind of formatting that you can apply.
Yeah.
in Excel.
Now,
You can change the
what
font,
about
you can change the font size, make it bold, italics,
whatever, maybe add orders, right? So it's what an option most people don't know is this small box here. So you have the plethora of options that you have. So I click on that and you see what is going to bring. This format cell dialog box. There is no formatting you want to apply in Excel. So I will close this now. As an example, let's say this unit sold color. We want to make it our next format and decimal places, 2 decimal places. What you need to select. How do we select the range of cells without having to do Control, Shift, and down arrow, right? And then to go back, you can just press, instead of scrolling, Control, backspace. It takes you back. Now, how do you apply the formatting? You just come under, okay, so we have font and we have number. I can select a particular number formatting. Let's say I want to apply we have that there. I want to make it comma separated. Right? As easy as that. Because I've seen people where maybe they are trying to copy, maybe they have a report. They want to convert the report to a spreadsheet and you see 2,500, right? This is 2,500. And when they want to enter it, the logic is the same. Now, this is
go on to that. So people have died through mistakes by nurse and doctor. Mistakes as economists too. The life of the common citizens you see them depends on the decisions that we make as economists. Not your common decision. We're talking about when you are into full professional career in the position. Because some of you here, you are sitting here, you're good. You are just being the next person. You are just being the next CDM governor, or somebody next to the CDM governor, or somebody next to the CDM governor. You don't know. I work for the CDM. You will not refuse it. Am I right? Now, but then to you, as you are right now, are you ready to make life decisions that you know that if you do mistake in your decision, it could mean hunger for several the power that economists give an ordinary human being. That's what is economics. That power. So you may not consider it as power or compassion. You know, some of you here are better than I have connections. I've made chips. I have 2 of my papas who work for CEDAR. They are living fine.